Hi, it's Ivy here today. Me and my husband just bought a house. This is so exciting. I've been waiting to share this for a while. I keep making the bed shake. I'm sorry this isn't the most like aesthetic background. We have no furniture yet. We literally just got the keys to the house yesterday. I don't want to be braggy and I don't want to seem like, you know, I just want to flaunt all my achievements. This is a really big part of my life and I want to share it with you guys. And even like if you guys are looking to buy your first home or in the process of doing so, I love watching these videos and hopefully this might be able to help someone in general. Before we get on into the video, I just want to give a quick shout out to my favorite comments of the week. So this is my favorite comment from last week's YouTube video and this is my favorite comment from last week's Instagram photos. If you want to be featured in next week's video, be given a little shout out, make sure to comment down below or comment on my Instagram or any one of my photos and I will choose my very favorite to shout out. I read through all the comments. I don't really have a structure to this video. I just started rolling the camera and I was like, you know what, let's just go with it. Obviously, I'm going to give you guys a bit of a house tour. If you want to see a house tour, it's going to be down at this timestamp. Otherwise, I'm just going to talk you guys through the house and the whole process of it. Let me tell you the timeline of everything first. So basically, we got married in February 2020. From there, we moved into this house that he'd been living at for like 3-4 years already. It's just a rental property. I absolutely hated the house, like hated the house. It was like old, falling apart. It was way too hot in summer, way too cold in winter, and it was just not a nice house at all. The house would get really dark by 4 or 5 o'clock and it was just not good content wise. There was a lot of cockroaches around everywhere. This house, none of the cupboards were usable. We did not have a pantry and it really sucked because we had to like buy so much for this house just to make it really livable. The main thing that was really good about this house was that it was so convenient, in the most convenient location. We were so close to lots of restaurants, to work, 20 minutes from the city and from like friends and family, and also the rent was really cheap. It was about $2.95 a week. After we got married and after we moved into that house, we were talking about the possibility of buying a house. We actually spent all our savings on the wedding and so we didn't really have any money to kind of go off. We really want to buy a house, but realistically we couldn't buy a house for another 2 years. I don't know how it happened. I seriously think this is just such a God thing. We looked at our budget at the very beginning of last year when we got married and we looked at our savings and how much we could save at the time and we were like, God, we actually are not going to be able to make a deposit or anything like that within the next year. We don't want to stay in this house any longer because it is literally a piece of crap and it's literally falling apart. And I'm not saying literally, like literally, I genuinely mean it was literally falling apart. We didn't like the house, so we were like, God, like what do we do? Should we move houses, pay a little bit more extra rent for a house? Like, throughout the year, we just kept saving and kept praying for it. Honestly, not gonna lie, COVID did us really well financially, and I don't want to be braggy about that because I know a lot of bad things happen financially for a lot of people, and a lot of people were not in a financially good position. Here in Australia, we were given a lot of government help, which was freaking amazing. A lot of people who lost their jobs or lost hours or the company was losing money, they would be given things like job seeker or job keeper. Even until this point, the Australian government has been so good to everyone in Australia that they've been giving them extra money. People who still don't have jobs, they gave us a chance to be able to take out our super. They let you take your retirement fund out to be able to help you stay afloat. We actually took out bits of our retirement fund. I know you might think it's probably really dumb and stuff, but we thought long-term wise, if I was taking my super out just to spend it on like a car or something really random like buying new clothes or makeup, I absolutely would not have done that. But the only reason I would have taken my super out is to be able to put it into an investment, which is pretty much this property and this house. The Australian government has been really good. They've been trying to push like people buying houses just to keep the market afloat as well. They gave us so many benefits, people thousands of dollars for renovation grants, first home owner grants. They really just gave people money to push them into that. That's why we thought at the beginning of the year it was going to be difficult for us, but because COVID happened, it's actually really good financially for like a lot of people. And honestly, a lot of people in Brisbane or in Australia at the moment are currently buying houses. This is where I'm going to talk about the actual housing market right now. We started looking at a house seriously maybe around September or so. By that time, I think a lot of people started to catch on. Housing market was really low because of COVID and there are a lot of grants out there for everyone. So literally so many people I know and even everyone around us has been buying homes the past like few months. Since September till even now, January, homes have been going like that. Every time we walk up to an open home, there are 30 people in the house already. Even whenever we go to an open home, we could go talk to the real estate agent, put an offer down, but they might be like, someone's already offered higher than that, I'm really sorry. Even like higher than the asking price. The market here has been really, I think, booming property wise. We also took that as a sign to be like, okay, this is definitely the right time for us to buy a house. Property market's gonna go up a lot in the next few months because of the whole situation, and a lot of people are really trying to get into buying a house right now. For people that are like planning on buying future houses, I fully recommend before you even start thinking about saving for a house or buying a house, sit down with yourself or your partner or whoever it is you're gonna buy your house with. You talk about where you wanna buy it and what is your ideal like price. Talk about what suburb you want, because that makes a huge difference in buying a house. Obviously, a lot of people know that. And then you talk about what is the maximum you're willing to spend. From there, I would still, even before you start saving, go to a bank and make an appointment with them and talk to them about your options. If you say, I want to buy a house for $500,000 by the end of this year, they're gonna sit down and tell you how much you need for a house. Because you might think that like you just need a house deposit. No. You need so much more. For us, we kind of rushed it a little bit because we really just wanted to get out of that house before our 1-year lease ended. And saying that, if I didn't live in a house that I really didn't like, I would probably have spent another 6 months saving and would have actually saved us a lot of like stress, I guess. Right now, we're doing okay money-wise, but we are stressing a little bit with random things that we didn't necessarily account for. When you sit down with your bank initially, they're gonna tell you everything that you need. You're gonna need to pay for the deposit, which is usually 8% of overall asking price. Say you're buying a house for $500,000, you need to save up 8% of the deposit, which is gonna be, you need to save $40,000. But on top of that, you actually need to calculate legal fees, your property lawyer, because you're definitely gonna need a property lawyer, fees up front for transfer fees. Pretty sure if you're buying a first home, you don't need to pay for like stamp duty. I can't remember what it is. You need to pay for transfer fees, stamp duty. One of those, if you're a first home owner in Australia, you don't need to pay for that. That's waived. That's just for the house. They recommend that you save an extra 5-6 grand on top of your house deposit just to be able to cover that. Obviously, you're gonna move houses. You gotta think about if you wanna get a removalist truck. For us, because we're leaving a house, to get our bond back, we needed to pay for a cleaning lady, someone to do the lawn. At the end, when we leave, they need to deep clean the carpet if you've got carpet. If not, you could probably just mop it yourself. And on top of that, obviously, as soon as we move in, we already have furniture, but we want to buy new furniture. You might want to save up for that. There's a lot of extra fees that you really need to think up of. A lot of people actually tend to save for 20% of the deposit. That's 20% of $500,000. I think that's like $100,000 actually. That's $100,000 already. But in saying that though, if you save the 20%, you don't have to pay mortgage insurance. That mortgage insurance is basically just for the bank, and the mortgage insurance is something like, it's a really small percentage fee in comparison to your loan, and it goes into your loan, so you don't have to pay it up front anyways. If you are doing the 8% like we do, you do have to pay for the mortgage insurance. I know this is a bit like random and a bit different from my usual videos of like body confidence, weight gain, all that, but you know, I just want to be able to like help others out. This has like been our journey, and this is what we've had to go through to be able to do so. And if you're able to buy a house or in the position to buy a house and you're wondering what to do, how the heck do you go about this is just like a video summary of everything that we've had to go through. I remember doing a finance video, I will link it here, and it's just basically how I saved $10,000 in 6 months, and I really feel like this is kind of like my follow-up finance video in a way. I 100% obviously want to do a house makeover because I want to really like decorate this house, make it really nice, and make it like a beautiful aesthetic that, you know, that I like. And that's probably gonna come in a couple months time or within a year's time. So, you know, if you guys want to see that, subscribe down below. And I can't wait because obviously all my videos are going to be filmed in this space. The space is so freaking beautiful. I fell in love with it when I first saw it. I remember seeing this listing on realestate.com probably 6 months ago when we first started getting into the buying market and looking around, and I was like, this house is stunning. It was priced at a really high price, couldn't afford it, but because of everything that had happened with COVID and everything, it got priced really low. And so we're so blessed and so lucky to see this house, because when I first saw this house, I fell in love with it immediately, and I like never thought in my life that I would get a chance to be able to even put an offer on this house or see this house in person, yet we bought it and we live here. Like, That's insane. God is so good. I hope you guys like this video. Let me know if you liked it. Subscribe down below. I post a new video every single Thursday. And follow my Instagram. It's at @Nicole with 2 E's. Like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see any more home content or anything like that, let me know. And I will 100% try to do videos that you guys like recommend and that you want. And we'll just try to help out as much as I can. Bye. So I got a little bit too excited talking about the house, and I forgot to mention that the house tour starts now. The video is not over. This is our new home. I cannot believe we own this beautiful piece of property. Here in Queensland where I live, they like to call these type of houses Queenslanders, or I guess in a way they're kind of like old style colonial houses. This was built in the 1920s and completely renovated just not 2 years ago. It is a 3-bedroom and 1 bathroom, and the bathroom is stunning. Hello! It is honestly just so beautiful. It is our dream home in so many ways, and I genuinely was not expecting to buy our dream home the first time round. It's got everything that we ever needed and more, including this gorgeous patio. But I'm also super excited about the fact that we have a pantry, cupboards we can use, and you know your house is really crap when you get excited over a place to put your microwave, because this house has it all. What I love about this house is that it's so consistent to the true Queenslander style. The wooden paneled walls, these beautiful handcrafted designs in all the doors, and it's got these amazing hardwood floors as well, and these amazing double French doors. I honestly cannot even. This house is so beautiful. I cannot believe I have the amazing opportunity to live here. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Love you. Bye.